Hello, and welcome to another presentation. Today, we'll be talking about the critical reflection of approaches, theories, and frameworks in early childhood. Froebel's historical approach. Froebel valued play, nature, and creativity, nurturing holistic development through structured materials, exploration, and children's natural curiosity and symbolic expression. Through this approach, I understand that holistic development, sensory play, emotional connection, and symbolic expressions are valuable to understanding children's behaviors and learning styles. In my practice, I will create play-based nature-rich environment to support deep reflection, open-ended learning, and holistic child development. For instance, a child's leafy family story-inspired drawing, and supports language development, identity formation, and symbolic thinking through play. The Reggio Emilia Contemporary Approach. According to Edwards 2022, the Reggio Emilia approach emphasizes that children are capable and are expressive learners. It highlights the constructed learning, relationship, and diverse communication. The Reggio Emilia approach fosters inclusive pedagogy through inquiry, documentation, and creative environment. I understand that children express ideas through diverse modes and that learning is relational, contextual, and multimodal, which encourages identity, inquiry, and emotional meaning. In my practice, I'll co-learn with children to design inquiry-rich provocation, documenting learning thoughtfully and create inclusive environment. For example, children explored shadows using light and translucent materials, inspiring storytelling and collaborative environment. Piaget's cognitive development theory. The key ideas of this theory is that children are active learners and they construct knowledge through exploration, progressing through developmental stages, and adapting schema via assimilation, accommodation, and emerging cognitive abilities like perspective taking and conservation. Understanding developmental stages helps me align expectations, supports experimental learning, and interpret behaviors and nurture identity through exploration. In my practice, I will create an exploratory based environment with open ended materials, scaffolding learning through developmental observation, and encouraging inquiry, discovery, and flexible thinking. A child, for example, a child explored water volume, prompting a conservation discussion and revealing cognitive growth through playful experimentation. Vygotsky's sociocultural theory suggests that children learn best through guided support in their zone of proximal development, with language evolving to shape internal thinking and reasoning. Children learn through relationships and tailored support. Learning styles also varies from one child to another. Some learn by verbal learning and others need hands-on modeling, while some are visual learners. And also behaviors reflect social meaning. In my practice, I will construct learning with children through play to foster inclusive, collaborative environments that honor diverse voices. I will support children by observing relationships, tailoring to their stage of development, adapting to their learning styles, and interpreting behaviors as meaningful communication. For example, during block play, a child struggled to balance blocks. I helped by showing ideas and asking questions. Soon the child shared their own plans and helped others. This encourages teamwork and thinking. The early year learning framework supports development, valuing children's active learning through relationships, culture, and the five key outcomes like identity, well being, communication, learning, and community. The EYLF shows development is rational and contextual, that behaviors reflect needs, culture, or stage. it does not mean defiance. It also made me understand that I should listen, observe, and respond to children's behaviors at all times. In my pedagogy, I will scaffold learning with the zone of proximal development awareness, co-constructing knowledge via inquiry, dialogue, and collaboration, incorporating play-based exploration. For example, during block play, I can model strategies that the child will gain confidence, share their ideas, and support peers in learning. The National Quality Standard sets a national benchmark for early childhood education and care in Australia. It includes 7 quality areas that shape how services support children's well-being, learning, and development, such as educational program and practice, children's health and safety, and relationship with children, among others. It reminds me to observe play, to adapt support, and to interpret behaviors and nurture identity through inclusive, responsive relationship and environment. The NQS encourages me to see children as capable, unique, and socially embedded learners. NQS guides me to create inclusive environment, to structure play and build relationships, to collaborate with families intentionally